The name Triumph TR6 sparks a nostalgic fire for anyone who appreciates classic British sports cars, and for 2026, Triumph has reimagined the legend. It's not just a tribute, it's a full-on revival, and it's stunning. Asterisk from the moment you see the new TR6. It's clear Triumph isn't playing it safe. The long bonnet, the low stance, those wide hips, it's a modern muscle-bound homage to the original 60s roadster. The front end is aggressive but not over-designed. A minimalist grille, flanked by round LED headlights with DRL halos, pays respect to its heritage. The lines are smooth, not fussy. The side profile keeps that classic silhouette alive, with a low beltline and subtly flared fenders sitting on 19-inch forged alloys. Around back, the dual exhausts are tucked neatly under a clean tail with slim LED taillights that mimic the shape of the original, just sharper. Sleeker. Asterisk Triumph has clearly gone for the purest appeal, but with all the modern touches where it counts. The soft top roof is manually operated, which feels authentic, but it folds down in seconds with a slick, damped motion. Everything about the exterior screams craftsmanship. Asterisk step inside, and you're hit with a blend of vintage charm and cutting-edge tech. The dashboard is low and horizontal, wrapped in hand-stitched leather with exposed metal trim that feels machined rather than molded. The analog-inspired dials sit in deep-set aluminum bezels, but they're actually fully digital displays behind. The glass cleverly done. A central touchscreen sits subtly in the dash, not screaming for attention, but there when you need it, running Triumph's clean infotainment UI with wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Asterisk, the seats are leather-wrapped. Buckets with integrated heating and ventilation supportive without being overly bolstered. And Triumph didn't skimp on the small details. The switchgear has real weight to it. Even the gear lever feels milled from a solid piece of aluminum. No cheap plastics here, just leather, metal, and purpose. Behind the seats, there's just enough storage for a weekend getaway bag and a couple of helmets. And honestly, that's all you need. Asterisk performance is where the 2026 TR6 really comes alive. Under the hood is a 2.0-liter turbocharged inline four-sourced and tuned by Triumph themselves, pushing out 285 horsepower and 295 lb-ft of torque to the rear wheels through either a slick 6-speed manual or an optional 8-speed automatic. 0 to 60 comes in at just 4.8 seconds with the manual, and the gearing is perfectly matched for spirited driving. There's a limited slip differential, and the rear-wheel drive setup makes it incredibly engaging in the corners. Asterisk steering is sharp, thanks to a quick ratio electric rack that still manages to offer decent feedback. The suspension uses a double wishbone setup at the front and a multi-link rear, tuned more for dynamic driving than pure comfort, but it's not punishing. On back roads, the car feels alive. It dances, it wants to play. There's no drive mode. Load here, just a sport button that sharpens throttle response and opens up the exhaust. Asterisk and oh, the sound. It's not trying to be a faux muscle car, but it's got that snarl, raspy, mechanical, and addictive above 4,000 RPM. At highway speeds, it settles into a quiet, composed cruiser. But twist the key, give it a downshift, and it reminds you. This is a driver's car first. Asterisk when it comes to pricing. Triumph has hit a smart balance. The base 2026 TR6 starts at just under $48,000, which puts it squarely against cars like the Mazda MX-5 Miata RF and the BMW Z4 S-Drive 30, but it feels more bespoke than both. With options like the upgraded interior package, adaptive suspension, and the forged wheel kit, a fully loaded TR6 will top out around $58,000. Honestly, for a hand-built roadster with this level of character, it's a compelling deal. Asterisk Triumph. isn't trying to be everything to everyone. The 2026 TR6 is a focused, rear-wheel drive, turbocharged sports car with proper manual gearbox engagement and classic design cues brought into the modern age. It's not pretending to be a luxury cruiser or a track day monster, it's a pure, analog-feeling roadster for people who just love to drive. Asterisk, if you're someone who thinks cars have lost their soul, this might just be the one that proves you wrong. Asterisk, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this review and want more like it, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.